Okay, friend, here we go. You see, we've already covered two videos where we've covered how to make a nice header like this using Xheader software and Picture etc. But I've had some of you contact me and ask me about how I make my image have a transparent background. Okay, with that information, then I decided to throw this quick little video because, again, I use a real simple software to do this, to erase the background out of there so that I can upload this image and we can see the background of the header versus the background that would have been in the original picture. So the first thing that I would like to do is come up here and let's just go to Google here. And in Google, we're going to search for the software, and it's called Paint.net. Alright, and if you see, they give you some handy dandy little options here and examples or helpful hints, I guess is what you would call. And let's just click on that because we're looking to download Paint.net. Now if I come down here, I'll see right here for an example Paint.net here, and this is download at CNET. CNET.com has some very they're very reliable. Okay, so I don't hesitate on downloading anything from CNET because I know I don't have to worry about viruses and stuff like that. So then just simply click on it, and we'll get to the C.net page that has that download available. It's right here, as you can see, Paint.net 3.5.6. Just click on the Download Now button. It'll download to your computer. Then once it's on your desktop, go ahead and install it and run it, and then you'll be ready to go. Okay, so with that being said, let me go ahead and get us out of here. Let's go back to my area. Whoops. And let's go up here to Paint.net and let's open it up on my window. Alright, so this is what Paint.net is going to look like once it's up and running on your screen. This is the canvas, so to speak. This is what we're going to be working with. Okay. Well, first thing we need to do now is we need to come up here to where File is at, and we need to open, because we need to open up an image that we want to work with. And I'm going to take this coach pic right here because this is the original image that I worked with to get it on the blog that I have now. Okay, and so with coach pic down there, we'll go ahead and open it up, and here's what it looks like on our canvas, so to speak. Now the problem with this is it's just a little bit too small for us to work with right here. So if we come up here above, we can go up here to Window, and we can make it as big as we want. There's a magnifying glass with a minus sign that we can make it smaller if we want, and there's a magnifying glass that we can make it bigger. Well, let's just take our mouse and left click one time on the magnifying glass, and there we go. It's going to give us a picture that's a little bit bigger and easier to work with. Okay. Now then, if you noticed over here on the left side, we have some tools over here that we can work with. Now I'm not going to get into any of the other tools because that's not what this video is about. This video is about making the background transparent, and the way we do that is with this little tool right here called an eraser. So I'm going to left click on it with my mouse to highlight it. Now I come out here anywhere on this picture and I have the eraser. Okay, and now if I just left click and hold down my mouse, on my left click on my mouse, if I click down and hold it and drag it, I can start erasing. Okay, and then once I let up on it, I can move it around and it won't erase. Then I hold it down and I drag it, it erases. Okay, now the problem with this size is that it would take us forever to get this picture done, correct? Alright, so then we come up here and you can see brush width. Let me pull this down a little bit. But we come up here to brush width, and right now this size down here is a size 2. Well, we can go all the way up to 500 if we want, right? Okay, but let's say for an example, let's just go to 20 and see what 20 would look like. There, do you see what I'm talking about there? There's a size 20 versus size 2. You can get a lot of work done with this size. Now imagine what the size 500 would be. That would be incredible. Alright, now here's a couple things I want to point out to you. One, once your entire image has this checkerboard effect to it, then it's transparent. The checkerboard will tell you the areas that are transparent. The second thing I want you to be aware of is this little spot, this dark spot that I did not get. I forgot to get it, I missed it, and it will show up if you do not get it with your eraser. So make sure that you get every little spot with your eraser, okay? Now, we have to go around the image, and I'm telling you right now, if you try to go around there with a size of 20, you're going to have some trouble. So let's go back and let's reduce that puppy back down. We don't want 20 on that. Let's go down to about, say, 5. Let's see what 5 does. There, that's okay. Now, what we'll do, let me raise this up just a little bit since we're down here working. I'm going to start right in about right here for an example, and I'm going to hold it down, and I'm going to start going around. And you just go around your features, and you know, the thing you got to realize is that you're not going to be perfect with it, but be as careful as you can, but understand that if you don't get it all, don't worry about it, because the actual size of this picture is going to be reduced down so small onto your blog header that people aren't going to notice anyway, okay? Alright, so all you got to do is just hold down on the mouse and then just simply start going around. And if if you get to a spot and you say, oh, I missed an area, then you can come back and go through, and you can, take a little bit more out like so, okay? So while I do this, I'm going to pause this so that I'm not wasting your time. So hold on and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back again, and as you can see, I've gone ahead, let me pull this up a little bit. I've gone ahead and finished going around my image, and so now with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to increase the size of my eraser. I'll take it up here to about 20. Okay, and with that I'm going to finish the job of erasing everything of the background, leaving just my image. Alright, and I will be back as soon as I get that done. Okay, now I'm back, and as you can see, we now have the entire photo erased. We have checkerboard all the way around, and that's exactly what we want. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come up here to File, and we'll go down to Save As, and now what we want to do is we're going to save it onto our desktop. We're going to save it as Coach Pick, and let's go Transparent 101. That'll make it so we easily remember that. And then we also want to make sure we save it as a GIF. Okay, and that's a GIF right here. We'll put that in there, and then we'll save it. And then in this area right here, it's going to show transparency level, things like that. We're not going to mess with that. I never do. And then I just click OK, and now it's saving it to our desktop. So now if I close this out, minimize it, whatever, and I come down here, this should be our picture right here. Let's take a look at it. And as you can see, there is our image, and the background is the same color as the outside here, so we know that we have a transparent image. And with that, my friend, you now know how to make an image with a transparent background. If you have any questions, my email is coachhamilton@gmail.com. You can Skype me. My Skype name is Coach Ham. And with that, you have a super terrific day.